Fresh crew, we finally back with another one. And this week been jam-packed with releases. But today we gonna take a look at the Dunk Low, Albino, and Preto. We'll take a look at the fit, the sizing, and my overall thoughts and opinions of this shoe. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. Well, actually, before we get started, I need everybody to join the Fresh crew. Here's what you can do. You can like this video now, subscribe to the channel, follow us over on Instagram and TikTok is at Fresh Colorway on both places, and follow us over on Facebook. We go live every Wednesday night where we give away shoes, we give away t-shirts, we do it all, just everything sneakers. So be sure you tap in with us on all 3 platforms. Shout out to my family over at Outrank brand. You definitely want to tap in with them. Use promo code FRESH and you get 10% off of your order. But every time a pair of retro Jordans drop, or sometimes the Nike Dunks, they come up with an outfit that go with it perfectly. I know we got the J Balvin's coming up, and I have a review on that tomorrow, but you want to tap in because they have a collection dropping for that shoe. And if you use promo code FRESH, you'll get 10% off your whole order. Now these SB Dunk Lows, Albino and Preto, are set to release on September 23rd of 2023 for a retail price of $130. Now these did see a skate shop release here today, which is the 22nd. Actually, I think these actually dropped on the 21st on the skate shop, but my local skate shop dropped on the 22nd. So I did get my pair in hand today, and we're gonna take a look at these. Now currently on StockX, the resale on this price is kind of jumping out the gym. Like, you can pick these up for $235, and that's in a men's size 12, and that is before taxes and shipping. I'm not too sure on what the stock numbers is, but when it comes to these SB Dunk Lows, typically all of them are hard to get. Like, unless you got luck on the sneakers app, or if you good at hitting raffles, it might be kind of tough to get these without paying the resale price. And honestly, if I was going for this shoe and I couldn't get it, I would probably wait until after drop, until after sneakers app pairs hit the market, which is about a week, maybe week and a half after the shoes drop on the sneakers app. Then I would try to pull the trigger to buy these for resale. That's typically when you see the dip right after the shoes come out. You know, the resale price does dip down before going back up. So that is probably the best time to pick up this shoe if you really wanted it. Now, if I had to guess and put a stock number on it, I would guess around 40 to 60,000 pairs. And that sounds like a lot in a vacuum, but for the amount of people who really want the Dunk Lows and the SBs, like, that ain't a lot of pairs at all. And to tell you a little bit about this shoe actually is supposed to be a combination between skateboarding and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So Albino and Preto is actually a company, and they produce like Jiu-Jitsu uniforms. So this kind of dope to kind of top off your outfit with a pair of the SB Dunk Lows. And the canvas on the upper of the shoe is supposed to represent the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu uniform. And the shoe is dope because it comes with all these extra laces in it, and each one of these laces is supposed to represent the actual belt you get when you actually take up the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practice. So this is very dope. Like, the storytelling on this shoe is definitely exceeds what I expected. And I personally know nothing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but one of the guys at my local sneaker shop actually practices this, and he practices skateboarding too. So like, he got to give me a quick history lesson on it, and I really like this shoe. It kind of raised my appreciation for the shoe, but that's enough about that. Let's take a closer look at it. This shoe has a tan canvas upper, a black Nike check covered in a suede material, a white midsole, a black outer sole, AP on the back pull tab, Nike SB Dunk Low Pro on the tongue. Now, you know, when it comes to Nike SB Dunk Low, they don't just leave us with a shoe. They give a little gimmick to it, you know, a little surprise for you. So with this shoe, if you actually skate this shoe, or if you cut away the upper, you will reveal different colors beneath each panel of the shoe. So that's very dope. So it's kind of like the Doritos, where if you cut away that material, you got the orange underneath. But this has the colors of all the belts underneath this canvas material. I'll put a picture up on the screen now. So as you can see, each panel has different colors, and the colors matches the extra shoelaces, which matches the belts that you get when you practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and you become, you know, closer to becoming a master. Now, when it comes to the materials on this shoe, I feel like they did a pretty solid job. It's nothing but a canvas, a thick canvas type material. And like I said, this shoe is made to skateboard. So you got the extra padding in it. It got the thick canvas material, and it's supposed to be skated to become a little rugged and show what's underneath. So I think that's a very good touch. And when it comes to critiques on this shoe, I really don't have any. Like, I think they did a pretty good job. Now, somebody like me, I don't skateboard, so I won't be skating this shoe. But I do have the option to customize it. So if I want some different colors, all I could do is just cut away a panel or two And I can kind of customize my shoes to how I like it. So I do like when Nike gives you that type of option. But of course, somebody like me, I'm not cutting this shoe. I'm gonna keep mine as close to dead stock, fashion as I can. But I will be going on foot with these for sure. And I really just salute the SB department for giving us all them extra laces. You still are paying a premium regardless. Even though this shoe was only $130, it's still $130. So I like the fact that they smacked in, 6 pairs of extra laces. That's the minimum that we can ask. I feel like that's very dope. And one other gimmick that this shoe did come with, this shoe does come in that brown paper bag. I don't know if that's supposed to symbolize the lunch that you take to the dojo, or maybe, that's what your belts come in. I don't know. I don't know too much about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but it did come in the bag, and I feel like that was very dope. Now, if this will be your first pair of Nike SB Dunk Lows and you worry about the fit or the sizing of this shoe, you do want to go true to size, possibly up a half a size, because it is a skateboarding shoe. So the materials are a little thicker. They give you a little more extra padding in the tongue and around the ankle collar of the shoe. So you got to take that in consideration when sizing your pair. Now for the rating. Now, if I had to rate this shoe between 1 and 10, with 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, this comes in about an 8.5. Like, this is almost an A in the class. I really don't have too many critiques on it. It's just more of a plain shoe, but you do get the customizable option. So I gotta get, you know what? I'm gonna change my rating. I give this a 9. I give this a 9 out of 10. It's just a very dope shoe. You had the option to customize it. The storytelling is on point. And what puts it over the top for me, like I said, is my guy down at the local skate shop. He really practices Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Hearing the excitement in his voice about it, as well as him being a skateboarder, hearing the cross between both worlds and how perfect that it is, I gotta give Nike kudos. I don't come from those worlds, so it's kind of hard for me to judge, how accurately they carried out this rendition of the shoe. But just hearing that, I really gotta give this the points and give it credit where it's due. But for me, this is definitely a cop. It's a nice neutral color. They dropped it at the perfect time of the year. We into the fall. This is a shoe I definitely will be putting on foot and wearing a lot. But before we get out of here, I want to hear from the fresh crew. Did y'all pick up these Nike SB Dunk Lows, or did y'all let them sit? Drop it down in the comment section below. And before we get out of here, I'm gonna leave y'all with some on foot shots.